And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and cruising big man at 6'10". Big Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant. And it's Ibaka in at the 4. And for San Antonio, Tony Parker is out there with Green. And in the middle, one of the best ever to man the low block, the big fundamental, number 21, Tim Duncan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Diaw in at the 4 spot. Here's Perkins. Lock at 6. Outside Durant. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty, the way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
Here's Duncan. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Here's Westbrook.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. They swept the Lakers, they survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, we're seconds away from another championship era.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tim Duncan. He said Timmy's one of the best to ever do it on a low block. We just got to play the percentages, force him to his left, and force him to make tough contested shots. Guys, even though Duncan isn't a deadly free throw shooter, he knows how to draw contact. They want to avoid getting baited into silly fouls. Back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs. Clark, Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. It is now to Westbrook. Plenty of space. Here's Perkins. Blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Dishes it to Cephalosha. And at last, they get one to fall. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. And Duncan throws it down. There's guys that array defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Well, yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Durant drawing the double team. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Spurs making a change here. Heels checked in. Diaw with the steal. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the night. San Antonio leading. And Neal kicks to Diaw. Neal. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Green gets it to go.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
The Thunder have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. And the foul called on Gary Neal. That's his first foul.
And they're 1 away now from being in the penalty.
Yeah, you know, now's not the time to be careless. The next one sends them to the line.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Durant drawing the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Cephalosha. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. Westbrook with the bucket.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there. Rising high, they throw it and put it down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
What a way to wrap up that possession.
Here's Westbrook. He has 5.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position. Was learned from his past experiences.
Nick Collison's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. And San Antonio has possession. 4-point game. Duncan can't hit.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
And here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Taken away. There's the lob to the hoop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Westbrook gets to Durant from about 16. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Durant's got 7 points.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Leonard, no luck. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Now they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover. You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
Splitter misses. Thunder trailing by 4. Fisher with the ball. Out guarded by Neal. They get the rebound. Good. Ibaka's got his first basket of the night.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with an attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shooter.
And the foul called on Gary Neal. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Thunder have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But, Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
Tony Parker's checked in for San Antonio. And now defense by Ginobili with the ball.
Great job. Taking right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there. The Spurs would end up as the second seed in the West and were right in the hunt for being the top seed for the majority of last season. But one reason they fell short was that they just weren't as good as they needed to be during in-conference games. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And that one's good from Fisher.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Nice ball moved by San Antonio. That's good from Ginobili. And the assist by Jackson. Ginobili's got 5. Going back to the Spurs, they did well against the West, but Steve didn't come close to matching the win totals of every other top team in the West.
Yeah, they would end the season with a 33-19 conference record, which, is pretty good. But still only 5th best in the West. It shows you how strong the Western Conference was a year ago, particularly at the top.
Thunder trailing by 6. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. Harden kicks to Fisher. Rejected by Splitter. They recover it. And the shot is good. Spurs leading by 4. And Parker, here we go. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And a draw from three-point range. Cook dishes to Harden. And Parker with the block. Ginobili the pass to Bob. Kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Fisher against Parker. Feeds it to Jackson. Back to Parker. Ginobili with the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, Clark and Steve. What have they been doing or not doing?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, the Thunder are often seen as getting into one another during games in what looks like heated arguments. But that is all true, as every player can hold each other accountable. Coach Scott Brooks described it saying, "I'm with them every day. Did they have some competitive moments? Absolutely. But that's how we work here. We challenge each other. It gets chippy. You can't argue with the results, even if it looks like they are always at each other's throats, guys."
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles, Doris. Thanks. And here's Fisher. After Steven Jackson hitting the 3. Harden kicks to Fisher. He dishes it to Ibaka. San Antonio with the rebound. Parker passes to Ginobili. Rejected by Fisher. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Thunder. And we're about a minute into the second quarter play.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That one on Jackson. For Oklahoma City, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe.
Huge factor. You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting. He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Blair, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Blair's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
It's Harden with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
And for the Thunder, they were blowing out teams on a regular basis, as you said, Clark, and ended plus 9.2 as the scoring differential in their games. Steve, easily the highest mark in the NBA.
Well, just think about that for a second, Kevin. I mean, that means your average game is almost a double-digit win. Not just wins, we're talking about all games. So that's the result of having an explosive offense, depth, and a tough defense. This was really a complete team, unfortunately derailed by the Westbrook injury.
Here's Duncan following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from his offense.
Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove. Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Dial comes in for Dewan Blair. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Parker dishes to Duncan. Pass to Leonard. That's good. Leonard's got 12 points in the game. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside Westbrook. Back to Durant. Harden sets the big for Durant. That went off the back iron and out.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
His shot is off.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Harden kicks to Durant. A beautiful reverse layup. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Green left side. Back to Duncan. Deflected. Stolen by Westbrook. Harden's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
Here's Duncan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Their whole defense is better just with him being out there, Kevin. His ability to know exactly what's going on, to communicate, to be in the right position. And he's a great example for his teammates to follow.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. San Antonio's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Parker passes to Green, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Westbrook's got 9.
He's gotten his legs underneath him because he's having a heck of a quarter.
There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. The pass to Westbrook. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Durant kicks to Collison. Pass to Harden. The tray. And that is good. 7 points in the game.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, as you know, gentlemen, Greg Popovich is one of the foremost practitioners of the intentional fouling that sends poor free throw shooters to the line. Not exactly a fan favorite, and Pop says, quote, I think it's ugly, I think it's awful, but it's legal, it's there. If somebody doesn't want to get hacked, they should shoot free throws better. Guys, he's all about winning. Whether it's pretty or ugly, he doesn't care.
They wear you down, Doris. Thank you so much. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for James Harden. It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And Neal kicks to Leonard. And Durant sends it back. On the drop by Duncan. Now Westbrook. He's got 9. He passes to Sefolosha. Inside to Perkins. Outside Westbrook. Back to Collison. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to Westbrook. 14 feet away. That's good. Collison making the play. 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety. You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. Green kicks to Leonard. Back to Green. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Now the feed to Cephalosha. Collison by Green. Collison, no good. San Antonio trailing here. And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players. You have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
Here is Durant. After the made shot from Neal, but they recover it. Here's Cephalosha. He spins it one-handed. If you talk about a back-and-forth game, this is the definition of
Yeah,
it.
no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Durant, that's good.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Leonard backs down. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Leonard's got 14 points for the game. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Left side Durant. That's blocked by Hart. They get it back. And here's Westbrook. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
Close game as we...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's halftime out in San Antonio with a great one going on there. Glad to have you with us. Oklahoma City up on top against San Antonio. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They piled up the second.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break at halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Leonard kicks to Green. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam. Oklahoma City's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. He feeds it to Durant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Parker. Outside, Green. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Perkins with a screen on Parker. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 18 points for Russell Westbrook. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Perkins.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Westbrook against Parker. Back to Perkins. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. close. A rebound by the Spurs. Leonard's got his third rebound tonight. Parker, defended by Durant. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Spurs have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
They were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
Otto Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. The dish to Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. Passes it to Ibaka. Here's Perkins. Back to Ibaka. Westbrook. From deep three-point range. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Here's San Antonio. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
You know, last season, the Thunder marched their way to the top seed in the West and spent most of the season battling for that top spot with San Antonio, and it was the Thunder's play on the road that was the big difference between the two.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
So it's San Antonio now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. That's good. And it's 7 points from Otto Ginobili. You know, another note on the Thunder and the road dominance. You're always going to have to be fantastic on the road if you want to win the West. And the Thunder, Steve, clearly the best in the West on the road.
Yeah, 26 wins for them, 2 more than the next few teams in the conference. And the only team that had more road wins than them on the year in the NBA was the Heat. So just a terrific season for the Thunder, both at home and on the road. Of course, kind of got derailed by the Westbrook injury in the playoffs.
Durant is covered by Leonard. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting a screen that freed him up.
That was one of the key to the play.
10 points for Tim Duncan.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Hits the shot with nobody near him. Westbrook's got 20. Into deal. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to return possession here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Fisher's checked in. It's Ginobili outside. Shoots it. What room from outside. Wow. Ginobili's got 10 points. Thunder trailing by 7. Back to Durant. This is to Perkins. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Now that's finished. Finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Kicks it to Ginobili. Shoots from the high post, and he hits the jump shot. Ginobili's got 7 points here in this quarter. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Parker against Fisher. Feeds it to Cook. He dishes it to Fisher. Oklahoma City moving it around. 4 on the clock. But they get it back. Durant kicks to Fisher. And there's the pass to Cook. Launches it. Rejected by Ginobili. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. Spurs on defense. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Good. The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And it's Ginobili with the finish. Parker, clear line to the basket and the jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Fisher. Off target from outside. Spurs leading by 6. There's the steal. Here's Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma. Oklahoma City.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Cook dishes to Fisher. Excellent D there from Blair.
Well defended. And he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Stolen by Jackson. And slammed in by Splitter. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle step for the Spurs.
The high-energy defensive effort is paid. Off for him, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Durant's checked in.
You know, you look over at how tough the West has been over the last decade or so, and my, you've never seen a team dominate that conference the way the Thunder did last year. They were on the roll.
Westbrook with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The record for the Thunder against the West, 39-13. It's numbers that you never really see for a team playing against what is always, Steve, a very tough Western Conference.
Well, just to give you an idea of how good the Thunder were in the West last year, I mean, you'd have to go all the way back to the 08-09 season to find another club that had more than 39 wins against the West. That was the 09 Lakers, of course, who went on to win it all.
Ginobili the pass to Parker. 6 to shoot. Back to Ginobili. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Ginobili's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Fisher. He has 5. Free throw line jump shot. Collison. Jackson grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 7. Parker kicks to Splitter. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Splitter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why not? And that's 8 straight points in the paint for this team. They're making this a very physical battle.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
The Spurs last year were as tough as always in San Antonio. Hard not to beat when you win 50 games every season. Ended up with a 35-6 record at home, which was good for the 3rd best in the league.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Blair. Diaw comes in for Splitter. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Manu Ginobili. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Parker kicks to Diaw. Outside Jackson. And Leonard backs down. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 18 points. And with the Spurs, they are just so consistent. Every time they take the court, you always, Steve, expect them to get a win when they play in this building.
And the 2 teams with better home records in the NBA were the Nuggets and the Heat, both of whom had huge win streaks. But as you said, it's the Spurs' consistency every time out that lets them pile up these home wins without anyone really thinking much about it. What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Hits the front of the rim and out. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Daquan Cook comes in for Derek Fisher. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Parker left side. Here's Leonard, and it's not going to go. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th quarter. Spurs. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Thunder trailing by 7. And Westbrook, here we go, gets it to go. Westbrook's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Good. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Cook. Back to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And here's Harden for 3. Another miss by Harden. The Spurs have gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Steven Jackson on the wing. Parker outside. Back to Jackson. Perkins on him. Jackson kicks to Parker. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
You know, you always want to try to win the free throw game when you're playing basketball. And the Spurs, while not getting to the line as much as their opponent or as much as they have in the past, they maximize their opportunities by shooting 80% from the stripe.
And Clark, what you said about the Spurs at the line, that's what the top teams do. They don't let their opponents get away with fouls and Steve lead points at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You know, over the course of the season, a lot of games get decided by just a couple of points. And if your team is able to make free throws at a high rate, like the Spurs, shooting just under 80% last year as a team, I mean, that's good for a big chunk of wins during the season. You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assists. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Harden with it. Picked up by Ginobili. It's Harden with the drive. And it's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. And made it work.
It did, yeah. And those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir. They sure do. That's why boxing out is so important. Defensively, you can't just let a guy get to the rim and not put a body on it.
Ginobili outside. Guarded by Harden. And they passed it by Ginobili. And the Spurs lead by 9.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Here's Perkins. Makes it off the glass.
The defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Royce Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
There's Diaz check in for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Steven Jackson. Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
He kicks to Durant. Back to Westbrook. Harden outside. He passes to Ibaka. Stolen by Ginobili. The feed to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 9 assists now tonight.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Offline with his three.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. San Antonio leading by 10. Ginobili attacking, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown. Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
He feeds it to Durant. Lets it go from 11. Duncan with the block. Parker outside. Outside Leonard. Back to Parker. The dish to Ginobili. There's the three. James Harden with the rebound. Here's Duncan. And another basket for San Antonio.
He's playing an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's Perkins. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that team.
I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of speed and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
The kick out to Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 16 points here in the second half.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Leonard kicks to Duncan. Wide open look. Also Westbrook with the rebound.
Boy, that one is a shot he should make because the defender nowhere around him, he usually knocks that one down.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the strike. That's good from Durant.
He hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he had in the first half.
Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Leonard attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Leonard. 22 points and 2 blocks. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well.
Leonard hits them both.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And so Westbrook makes them both. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Duncan. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 20 points for Tim Duncan.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
The three from Harden. Ibaka dishes to Durant. Gets it to go. Durant's got 31. Ginobili kicks to Duncan. The Thunder pull it in. Left in the fourth quarter. Back to Perkins. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. No good from Durant.
Well, the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Ginobili.
Hit me, I'm open.
Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first two quarters.
Harden the pass to Durant. And the three ball is good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Ginobili. Takes the three. That is good. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Here's Ibaka. Misses off the left eye. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Ginobili, this is dilemma. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
Couldn't get that three-pointer to fall. Time to respond.
And so it's San Antonio. And this one was such a exciting victory.
They never let it be full throttle from the start.
Now that'll do. For Jonas Spurs, he's Billy Parker. This is Kevin Owens saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our third player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
It beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you. So sing along to my stereo.
Class heroes, baby. If I was just another dusty record on the shelf, would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? If I asked you to scratch my back, could you manage that? Like if we had chicken Travie, I can handle that. Furthermore, I apologize for any skipping tracks. This is the last